Hello, everyone. This is Rick with the Cyber Pro podcast. Industry leaders share their insights in less than 9 minutes because hackers never sleep. I'm excited today, right? We have Adam on. We are going to be talking about something that I know is in the minds of every government contractor in the world. I know we're going to talk about cybersecurity as well, but we're going to be talking about CMMC. We're going to be talking about NIST, all of those fun acronyms that some of you may not know. We can obviously tell you where to go find those, but let's kick it off. So, Adam, first question, easiest question of the day. Who are you? What do you do? And why are you awesome?
So my name is Adam Kangiser. I'm actually a compliance analyst with Iviry, focusing on CMMC compliance, and as well as NIST 800-171, protecting CUI, non-federal systems. So that's what I do. That's who I am.
I love it. And for those of you who are government contractors, you know CUI stands for Controlled Unclassified Information. But Adam, talk to me a little bit about where CMMC is coming from, why it's finally gotten some legs. What are we talking about here?
So CMC, well, let's back up to 2010 when Executive Order 13556 was signed, which basically uh, makes what is CUI, controlled unclassified information, right? So from there, NIST makes a publication, 800-171, which is strictly to protect CUI and non-federal systems. And from there, long story short, we get CMMC, which just states that you've had a third-party audit confirming that you have implemented all of NIST 800-171. So that's a long story short. Yep.
I love it. I love the succinctness of it, right? And we'll dig into that a little bit more in one of the bonus questions. But how is this idea of CMMC evolving the cybersecurity landscape?
Well, I think it's been a big deal. One of the biggest deals coming from the DoD, right? Um, it's really big, especially for smaller businesses that a lot of times don't have the capacity to really jump on it as fast as they might need to at the current moment. So that's, I feel like, one of the biggest deals is the burden that it puts on like the smallest businesses. But yeah.
No, and that's great. So let's actually pivot a little bit because I'm curious to hear, you work in compliance. We know that CMMC, that NIST, that all of these are compliance focused, right? They're regulatory. But how can we take compliance and cybersecurity best practices and really make them work together?
Well, I mean, I would just say that NIST 800-171, I mean, granted that it is specifically to protect CUI, I think it's just a very comprehensive framework for any businesses to implement. It's not only cybersecurity technical configurations, but also physical access, incident response, things like that really cover everything that a small business may need or will need to be a fully secure business.
I love it. So let's take that further. Let's nerd out a bit. What are some emerging technologies, trends, or even approaches that you're excited about when it comes to cybersecurity?
Yeah, so one would be this is actually still within NIST. It's I believe in September of 2024 they came out with quantum cryptography-resistant algorithms. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I thought that was really interesting. They actually chose one for the general encryption, Crystal's Kyber. It's it's actually they're actually aiming to replace RSA encryption as well as elliptic curve, which are actually more susceptible to quantum computing attacks. And I think that's really interesting now, especially because I know there's going to be a big expansion of quantum computing probably in the near future sometime. So it's good that they're getting ahead of that.
Yeah, let's think about that, right? I mean, I've heard this 10 years ago, and then I heard it 10 years before that about quantum computers and quantum
Yeah.
computing. Are we there? I know that the DoD has definitely put their head on and said, hey, I think we're getting there. At the national level, I know they have them. But what do you think? Are we there? Are we actually close to it?
I think that we're close. We're definitely not there. I don't think it's available for cyber criminals at the current moment. I mean, I know that you can rent or like pay for like a subscription for qubits, as they call for quantum computing, through Amazon. I've seen that. I haven't done it myself, but the amount of qubits that they allow you to like rent for a certain time is just not going to be enough to really make a difference. And for the cyber criminals, but I do think that within the near future, I think that it will be more widely available out there.
Love it. So, what do you feel is a critical aspect of a robust cybersecurity strategy for most organizations?
I mean, I think that one of the biggest vulnerabilities in every organization is humans, right? So I think one of the best practices for a robust cybersecurity in an organization would be security awareness training, and then just getting all of the employees aware of the current threats, how to protect against them. That I think would go a long way into securing a company's data and finances.
So, here's the final fun question for you, Adam. You don't have to think hard on this one, but what's a retro piece of technology that makes you smile?
Oh, retro piece of technology. Um, have you ever seen the movie with Benedict Cumberbatch? What's the name of it again? It was the one where he played the guy who um Enigma, I think it was. Like in World War II, where he made technically the first computer there. Yep. I thought that was a very interesting movie. I mean, that's where a lot of cryptography like really started. So, well, at least modern in the digital world.
I love it. Well, Adam, thank you so much for being on the Cyber Pro podcast.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Rick.
Thank you for tuning into the Cyber Pro podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on new podcasts and all of our cool bonus content.